Well, Bush won. That's all that matters to me, man.
I voted for Bush, and I was glad to see he got in.
Were you, did you feel uncomfortable at all that the voting irregularities occurred in the state with Bush's brother as the governor?
No, because when I saw it on the news, they said that he stepped out and didn't have anything to do with it, so that's the last I heard, so I don't think it really mattered.
Were you uncomfortable that the head of the voting regulations or head of the elections in Florida was the head of the Bush campaign?
I wasn't aware of that one.
I think that the Supreme Court gave the election to Bush. I think all the votes should have been counted. There's still votes down there that's never been counted. And I think that the whole people in charge in Florida was involved in it.
Well, you know, I believe Al Gore was cheated at the election. You know, one way or another, I believe that somehow they got around and stole it away from him.
Did you know that they used the 14th Amendment to stop the recount?
Sure didn't.
Do you know what the 14th Amendment is?
No.
Do you know what the 14th Amendment is?
No.
Did you know what the 14th Amendment is?
No, sir, I don't.
Did you know that they used the 14th the Supreme Court used it to stop the recount?
I wouldn't doubt it, man. I figured some type of bullshit was going on, you know. Can I say that on TV? But, you know, I figured that either way, like I said, he was cheated at the election, probably by law. You know, by using the law, he was cheated out of it, you know, basically.
I did not like that Kathleen coming on, making her personal opinion. She should have had a more business opinion, a more logical opinion instead of coming right on and cutting it down and talking about like this is the way it's going to be and we're going to, I don't want to say be sure Bush wins, but that was the bottom line I got.
I'd expected to meet my friend in D.C. He had told me he had a place for us to stay.
Estonian?
Instead, I got a call.
How far away is that?
Well, I really don't feel so great about it. The president-elect isn't the smartest man we've ever elected president. And I sure wasn't happy the way the state Supreme Court of Florida and the U.S. Supreme Court handled their business and basically decided the presidential election. But I think we'll survive.
The U.S. Supreme Court decision would stop the democratic process in Florida was 5-4. Those 5 have before and since based their career on the support of the state's rights. Those 5 judges who voted to have the federal government overturn the state's decision changed their entire career's outlook on the law. In doing so, made the candidate of the party that appointed them president. One of them was placed on the Supreme Court by the candidate's father.
By the time I got to Pennsylvania, I was really hungry. I had my choice of Denny's and this place. I chose this place. As I began to mention to the guy on my right about my trip, the woman on my left said, "Oh good, you're on my side." Her boyfriend, one stool over on my left, began shouting at me.
Liberal! 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 Liberal!
With such incredible rage, it felt like both his parents must have been killed and left for dead by liberals. I began to see a side of this couple's political relationship that I didn't want to see. The bartender kept asking us to keep it down. What he lacked in reason or listening skills, he made up for in volume. He was a good shouter. He could definitely shout me down. After a number of drinks and a great shouting session, I offered to put him on tape.
I don't know, I'm gonna set this shot up.
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah,
Come on, at least
not
get
gonna
my
work.
face.
It's not gonna work. Fuck.
That's my chest.
See, that's not gonna work. Okay, how'd you feel about the election?
I was happy about the results. George W. Bush won. And he's the legitimate president of the United States, and he will be inaugurated tomorrow, which makes me happy.
Were you uncomfortable that the voting irregularities occurred
No.
in the state
There
with
were
George
no-
Bush's brother?
I found no evidence of voting irregularities in Florida.
You ever play a game with a kid in your neighborhood who, when he wasn't winning the game, took the ball home?
No.
You ever play a game with a kid who changed the rules after the game started playing?
No.
You ever touch yourself?
No.